If you would like to access TalkAbility for the visually impaired, please visit our Facebook page.
Wheelchair ke enngwe ya di-assistive devices tse tlwaelehileng hore e ntlafatsa motsamao ka ho thusa motho a sebedisang wheelchair hore a kgone ho finyella dithuto, mosebetsi le ho phela le batho ba bang. Ka 20th century, ho bane le ntlafalo e potlakileng le tswalo ya di-wheelchair tsa sejwalejwale. Kajeno, re bua ka ntlafatso, ho kgabisa ha di-wheelchair, mme le ho fumaneha ha di-wheelchair ho setjhaba se di hlokang. Hona jwale, ke dutse le Thandiwe Mgwaba, a nang le dilemo tse 15 a sebedisa wheelchair. Siyakwamukela ku TalkAbility, Thandiwe.
Ngiyabonga, ngiyajabula nami ukuba la.
Ube waqala ukuhamba nge-wheelchair usesemncane kakhulu. I-wheelchair yakho yokuqala wayithola kanjani?
The first chair engaba nayo ngangithole from esibhedlela. The one that they issue, I think it's from the government chairs. It's big and not so nice.
Why is it not nice?
No, because, well, now I know better. It didn't represent, it was just an ugly chair. To move from here to there, all I knew was I needed to move around. And nabazali futhi bebazi ukuthi nje, okay, this is the wheelchair, umntana usekahamba nge-wheelchair, so it's going to be easier ukuthi simpushe, or nje if I needed to go esibhedlela or anywhere. It was the only access ebenginayo. Ukuhamba, like a few stays, I couldn't use my crutches and stuff, so I would always need assistance when it comes to that. But wheelchair, it made my life easy. Ukuthi ngisuke from maybe from this room to the next room, or if I need to go a bathroom, then bekuyenza easy. Kodwa bengekho comfortable.
Well, kuyabonakala ukuthi assistive device akusi assistive device nje. Ho ngata ho re sa tla bua ka hona. Pele re ya hole, ha re bona pono ya hae ya bophelo hore yona ke e jwang.
Igama lami uThandiwe Mgwaba. Ngibuya eThekwini eMlazi. I was diagnosed with polio. Ngangineminyaka u6. Polio, it's a muscle deficiency where your muscles become weak. I was confined to crutches from a young age until around 15 years of age. Then I started using a wheelchair because yona engi comfortable ngayo, it's quicker and I can carry things around and I don't get tired at the end of the day versus using crutches on a daily basis. I didn't struggle to come into terms with being disabled because abazali bami bakwenze kwaba easy for me. Support ebivela kwi family, it was great. And as a child, I mean, benga understand for me na bekuyimpilo yami ekufanele ukuthi kube yona. I was a normal child. I never felt different. Never, ever. It will change umzimba wami. Without it, I won't be able to move around. I prefer use the kind of wheelchair ngisebenzisayo. Ngoba, I mean, it carries me. I'm comfortable with it. And I love dressing up. I love looking good. So a wheelchair has to look good. Because when you show up, abantu, the first thing they see is the wheelchair before they notice the person sitting in it, you know. So it has to be on point. It represents me. I feel confident.
Well, kuyabonakala ukuthi ngathi yellow icolor yakho, yeah?
Yeah, it's a happy color.
It's a happy color.
Yes.
So you just decided yellow wheelchair, yellow car.
Yes, yellow everything. No, it's not yellow anything. Definitely not.
Yeah. So i-wheelchair lena ukuze yona uyithole le oyisebenzisa manje wenze kanjani ukuthi uthole le wheelchair?
Okay, firstly, I mean, I like going on the internet to check up on new styles, new chairs, new everything and stuff. And then next thing, like the type of a chair that I can afford and that I want, then I would contact a medical aid. Pretty much wait like for maybe 4 weeks and then it gets delivered.
I-wheelchair okay
Man, you don't want to know. It was like 42 grand.
Oh.
Yeah. the specific wheel that I'm using, it's spinachy, it's lighter, and it cost me like 6.5 grand. Just one, yes. But then it's lighter, it's better. I don't come cheap.
And my medical aid patala yonki pelele when you are within the period or
within the period, yeah.
It's 100%.
I guess it depends. I mean, with the medical aid that I'm on, I've never had a problem, and this is like the second chair that I've bought from them. I've never had to cough up anything to add on my funds, a wheelchair that has come with. So the both times they have allocated everything, yeah. Like every time, if I choose the medical aid that I want to go for, I always make sure it's not going to give me a problem with my appliances.
le wheelchair ekwenzela yona ukwenza impilo yakho ibe ngcono?
It's quite light because like I drive and I'm very independent. I don't need to like I'll ask for assistance and stuff. I can do it myself. If I need to go to a mall, I get in the car and can be able to carry my chair over. And the normal thing figure mall foot in the corner, it's the same case. But you know, like there will always be people that I was on notice. So it's okay, there's that yellow car. We know her, she's in a wheelchair. Okay, then they rush and come and give assistance. Then I'm open, yes, go but otherwise I'm quite independent. So young allow to maintain that independence.
What is the next new color esizoya ngayo la kule wheelchair?
Okay, a few months ago I said pink. I was very much into pink, but I think I want gold.
Gold. Ooh,
I've changed my mind. I want to gold with bling. Maybe with diamantes and stuff, yeah.
Are gutla re tla tswela pele le Thandiwe. Re bue ka hore batho ba sebedisang wheelchair ba hloka eng hore ba finyelle hloko tsa mmele wa bona. Tshebetso le tikoloho e ba phelang ka hara yona. Re ntse re bua ka batho ba sebedisang wheelchair. Le hore assistive device ena e ntsheditswe pele hore e kgone ho sebediswa bonolo, e etse mosebetsi wa yona betere, hape e entswe ho ya ka ditlhoko tsa motho a e sebedisang. Phile ke motswalle wa Thandiwe wa dilemo tse 10. O teng yena mona ho tla bua le rona. Siyakwamukela Phile.
Sanibonani.
Ubungani bakho no Thandiwe buqale kanjani?
Besihlala kwi BNB eyodwa. So xoxa only to find ukuthi uThandi is from KZN eMlazi and nami bengisuka eKZN at the time. So saqala kanjalo sababangani, would go out kube mnandi, uThandi umuntu othandayo nje ubumnandi.
And ngalezo inkathi ke bakasebenzisa yipi wheelchair?
Engikhumbula kahle ukuthi bekuyi wheelchair esindayo, bimnikeza a big hassle, like imangabe izophushwa and noma kumele kungenwe emotweni ubuhanjwe ibisinda, even ama wheels akhona okwakhipha wafaka, it was too much.
Kodwa manje i-access benjani ezindaweni enizihambayo?
There's always bouncers in my club. I rely on them. I mean, those guys are big. They'll just pick you up and like, so I never had a problem. Like, I'm not shy to ask. I've never been somebody to be shy to ask community for your assistance. Most clubs, steps and you guys we are phezulu. Most of them they're upstairs. So I mean, I would always get assistance. And Abopili, no husband like they were always there for to assist.
And uThandi angayingeni yongena eliftini.
Yeah.
Because bekasaba ungena eliftini and sale ne choice A1 ukuthi kumele sisebenza ama escalators.
I don't like confined spaces. Ama lift nakhona, I check the environment to what type of a building is this. Like in old buildings, I'm gonna have a problem.
And mawashintsha ke ama wheelchair wenzani ngawo la wakudala?
The last one, I gave it to somebody who was in dire need of a wheelchair. I think the one before that also, I gave it away.
And lapha mawukhuluma ube wathi wena ne wheelchair yakho ni like nihlangene or something like that. Usho ukuthini mawusho kanjalo?
We have a relationship. Wheelchair, it's part of me. It's my body. Abantu mangingena in a room, they see the wheelchair before they see me, you know, like, and then you know, and go back to a chair. And then in most cases, they always say, because it doesn't go. Like, I've come across people where, are you seriously on a wheelchair or are you just modeling? Imagine.
Actually, you are killing it, okay? If you are already killing the wheelchair.
I try. I'm getting there.
Yeah, no, ngempela. Re kopantshe le KB a le kwana ho basketball practice. Yena o re hlaloseditse mabaka ao a etsa di-wheelchair tsa hae di hlophiswe ho ya ka ditlhoko le mabaka a hae.
Lebitso la ka ke nna Tshepo KB Nkwana, ke dula ko Bosberg. Nna ke le mnyane ke na le 3 years. Ke le ka affectwa ke post-polio syndrome, which will affect my left-hand side of my body. In 2005, I started playing professional basketball. Then I introduced you to new wheelchairs for basketball. The wheelchair I'm using right now is the mid-pointer, which is 3 pointers from 3.0 to 3.5. Team ke dlalang ona je ke na ball carrier. As a ball carrier, I no controlling game. I'm the one who brings the ball from the back until the other side of the game. The reason why I'm a ball carrier is because of the pointers I got 3.5. Because it can allow control over the ball and over the chair. The chair I'm using now is faster. The one I was using at school, it was slower. The new chair was designed specifically for me because of, one, I chose the color of the chair. And number 2, I chose the wheels that are gonna be on the chair. And number 3, the design of the chair is my own design with the person who made that chair. Instead of big brackets at the back on the side, I don't have them, I just have only lower ones. So that is like, I'm in my own car. The new chairs, they're expensive because they are from 30,000 to almost 80,000. But babangata bampotsa, why spend so much money on a wheelchair? It's like, all of them prefer a koksa ngayon. Just like badalang basketball, they all prefer their own sneaker. So wheelchair winner is like a sneaker to me, a cox. Because every time when I'm on that chair, I feel invisible. I forget about the disability. I forget how expensive it is. It's what I'm passionate about it, and it makes everything looks easy. The new chair gives me one great feeling because it's like me and the chair, we are one. We are inseparable. It's like I'm caught, I can do whatever I want. I can fall and get up quickly as if I didn't fall at all. I can shoot from anywhere I want to shoot. I can turn fast, I can push faster. It's like the greatest feeling ever when I'm on that chair.
Kuyabonakala ukuthi i-wheelchair enye nenye inama-specific conditions wakhona, especially uma uyi-customizer. Wena yini le uyenzile kakhulu when it comes to i-safety yakho, ukuthi ufeel confident ukuthi ngeke uwe ngeke ulimale, abakufakele yona kule wheelchair?
It's the trust that I have towards service provider. You know, the guys that provide our wheelchairs. I mean, they guarantee safety, and the chair being customized, it's made specifically to the way I sit, the way I carry myself, wheelchair, you know, and hence the size and the width, you know. Wheelchair, the one I'm currently using, I feel like I can conquer the world, you know. I've got it in me because it has provided nothing but safety. Besides immobility.
Yebo. Kube nesikhathi lapho kunezinto othi mawuzenza ukubone ngathi ufile ngathi wheelchair yakho ngeke ikwazi ukuthi ikuncede kahle kulezo zinto.
I always work my way around things. For instance, like my cupboards and my closet is quite high. There is a space where it's very high where I hang my coats. I went to the shops to ask for, you know, those sticks they used tata isn't from top. Me, I have that. I've equipped myself with that because I'm not always with somebody.
Amapha ama-safety features ofile ukuthi in future uzofuna bakufakele wona?
Maybe they need to be careful about foot rest because they break my heels. But other than that, ngirayithi akukho okutheni engathi ngiyakudinga. If when they feel ukuthi okay, this could be safe because of 1, 2, and 3, then they'll always discuss it with me. I trust them.
Masika shintshi wheelchair asikavela nge-wheelchair e-light entsha ube wafila kanjani ube wacabangani yini ube wayibona ishintshe empilweni yenu noyi-2?
Into eshintshile ukuthi kumina it was easy ukuthi masikhipha amasondo swafaka emotweni and nayo uyiphakamisa ku-easy even for yena bangabe eyedwa uyakhona ukuthi enze kanjalo.
Well, I guess i-assistive device ayincedi kuphela umuntu oyisebenzisayo izinceda nabantu around the person. Ha re khutla re tla bua le Cat Swanepoel a tla re fang tsebo e ngata ka ditlhoko tsa batho ba sebedisang wheelchair le mabaka a hore ho etswa ha wheelchair ho ya ka ditlhoko tsa motho a e sebedisang ha se mabotjho fela empa ke ntho e hlokahalang haholo tshebedisong ya di-wheelchair. Re ntse re bua ka ho hlophiswa ha di-wheelchair ho ya ka mekgwa ya motho a e sebedisang le dintlafatso tse bileng teng ho di-wheelchair le ditlhoko tse ikgethileng tsa batho ba sebedisang di-wheelchair. Today ke na le Cat Swanepoel e le horeng yena o tlo re fa tsebo e beterenyana ka taba tsa di-wheelchair. Cat yena ke occupational therapist e fanang ka training le guidance ya ho sebedisa di-wheelchair. Welcome to the show, Cat.
Thanks so much for having me.
Yes. I understand that when coming to customizing of the wheelchair, it's not just about it being a look nice type of thing. It is also an essential need.
No, exactly. And I think there's been so many changes in the trends of wheelchairs. That's where we try and work hard with the clients to get something that works for them and also that they feel like they look good in.
Please tell us more about the sit-in clinics and why they are needed, why they are so important to have.
When we say something about a seating clinic, all we mean is that the person will meet with either an occupational therapist or an OT and a physio who will discuss if they already got a mobility device, if it's working for them, why not. And not only looking at the type of wheelchair that's going to suit best, but their posture in the wheelchair. So that's where your cushions and your backrests and all of our bodies are made so differently. And then it's so worthwhile to get that extra input that you're getting something that's not going to just work for you, but it's also going to prevent any harm from happening, pressure sores or deformities from happening. When we talk about center of gravity, basically we're talking about how tippy your wheelchair is. So in short, the further forward your wheels are from your backrest, the more maneuverable the chair comes, so obviously easier to push, easier to get around. But the flip side, and literally it's the flip side is that it becomes easier to tip over backwards.
Okay.
And there's no guideline. I think you're also saying, there's no really set thing. It's what works from person to person, the wheelchair, how tall you are, what your wheelchair skills are like.
And when it comes to government chairs, what options are there for the people that use in the public sector?
So basically you start off with what they call your low active wheelchairs. So these are for individuals who might need a part-time wheelchair or aren't really very active, basic folding frame chairs. Then you also get more customized folding frame chairs. So this would be for a more active individual, but needs a folding chair, for instance, getting into a minibus taxi. A lot of drivers will charge you double for a rigid chair, so it's important that we can also provide that. And then you get into your active rigid chairs, which are for your permanent wheelchair users who are living independently, working, driving, that they can be as functional as possible. There are also motorized wheelchairs available on tender. We've got about 3 different motorized wheelchairs on tender. And then there are special needs buggies for kids with cerebral palsy and the like who need a lot of positioning support.
When you pick a wheelchair, Enja, do you then get an opportunity to test drive it first before you take it home and say, okay, this is the one I want to keep? Or since you give the specs, you just go collect and wait at danger?
They always have available chairs at CE Mobility where I purchase my chairs. And I always like playing around with different chairs just to check how it feels like and stuff. And they come in different brands as well.
How important is the right type of a wheelchair, especially when you had your disability much later in life and you've experienced life differently, and for you to feel secure, to feel safe, and to feel more confident on it?
Yeah. It is so important, and I mean, it's a journey I've gone through myself personally. I was 21 when I started having to use a wheelchair, so always grown up, very sporty, very active, and now all of a sudden, like, brakes on, life has changed. Getting a wheelchair which you feel I look good in, you know, that someone's going to stop you and say, hey, you know, sweet wheels, instead of like, look at the person in a wheelchair. You somehow start to sit up a bit straighter and prepared to face the world. I know when I was wanting to avoid the world a little bit, and one of my best friends, she gave me the best excuse. She said, you know what, people are going to look, people are going to stare. It's human nature, but give them something to look at. Give them something to stare at. And whether it's wearing sweet shoes, or for me, I have a big thing about my sneakers, not that I could wear them today, but or a yellow wheelchair, it's that they're looking at something good instead of focusing on your disability. I work with a lot of children with disabilities, and I always try and make their wheelchairs as funky as possible. So we put flashing lights on. We make their favorite superhero upholstery on the chairs, because I want kids running up to them in the playground and saying, oh my word, that's so cool, I want one of those, instead of, you know, leaving you alone. So I think, you know, not only does the correct wheelchair give you the confidence and your skills to be able to go out and push around more, to, you know, access your environment, but it also gives you that, you know, self-confidence boost of, you know what, damn, I might be sitting, but I look good.
You've got a point, because with this one, I didn't know with Uthandi usethole new wheels. Ngabona Uthandi athi she is rolling in it. Oof, I think it was Instagram. She was already showcasing her new wheels. I was like, okay. And then when did this happen?
But one other thing that comes in a wheelchair, it's the need to repair them, Thandiwe. When there's problems with them, maybe the spoke is becoming a bit loose. How we are Zenzel?
No, I always take it to CE Mobility. And then maybe they're an excuse to test drive another chair, because when I leave my chair there, then they're going to give me a spare chair, you know. Yeah. And they've introduced funky colors. It's amazing.
So all of the wheelchairs come with a toolkit. And when you start to pick up on that little squeak, rather tighten it before the wheel falls off, and then...
Well, I hope Thandiwe got the advice and she will start using the tools, because I'm sure the tools are somewhere. You might not remember, but
it's going to damage my nails.
I was just looking at the nails. You see, that's why I can't do the nails.
That's true. And Thandiwe, you did mention earlier, usually your previous chair, actually, you donated it. Are you involved with any organizations or unendlela yokuthi ubakhethe abantwana or abantu ofuna ukubanceda and give your wheelchair to when you are changing to a new one?
No, I'm not involved in any organization. But it so happened that the previous chair that I gave away, I knew somebody who knew someone that is in dire need.
No, ladies, thank you very much for coming to the show. We've had a very good time. We appreciate you here at TalkAbility. The assistive devices, tsa o tshwana le di wheelchair, ha di thuse fela ka motsamao, empa di bontsha le hore wena o motho a jwang. Post and share on social media pages. Let's get to know each other and show some care. Join us next time here on SABC2, You Belong. Libito ke Reina Moloi, and we talk ability.